Hello traders, I believe you're well. And today in our 2024 YouTube mentorship, I want to look at the different Forex trading sessions. And the key concept that we shall cover in this tutorial, we shall look at the different trading session. We shall look at the characteristics of each session, the importance of each session, and then we shall look at the aspect of time that is basing it on each and every session. So when we talk about the Forex trading sessions, we have 3 sessions, and these sessions include the Asian session, we have the London session, and we have the New York session. Also, someone can say that we have 4 trading sessions, and by that, that particular person means that we have the Sydney session, we have the Tokyo session, the London session, and the New York session. But you need to understand the Sydney session and the Tokyo session can be combined to form one session, which is called the Asian session. And the reason why they can be combined together is because these 2 sessions tend to overlap close to 7 hours, and each session trades on its own for 2 hours. So Sydney session opens up and trades for 2 hours, then Tokyo session comes into place, and once the Sydney session closes, the Tokyo session trades for 2 hours. So you find that most of the time these sessions overlap each other. So again, this session, the Sydney session and the Tokyo session, they are found in the Asian continent, and the reason why we can combine them together and call them the Asian session. So basically we have 3 trading sessions. So these are the trading sessions in terms of time. The time here is GMT, and you can see the Sydney session, like I said, it begins 21 hours GMT. It trades for itself for 2 hours, and then the Tokyo session comes into play. And once the Sydney session closes at exactly 5 hours GMT, so we have the Tokyo session come into place, and it trades for 2 hours before the London session now kicking in. So there is an overlap here, and also before the London session closes, we have the New York session. So again, we have an overlap. So it is during these times of overlap that traders, the market is very volatile, and traders can get very trading opportunities. Again, this brings into the aspect of time and price, which we shall be able to look at in details. So these are basically the trading sessions. So what you need to do is to change this time, the time here, to your time zone. Like I said, this is GMT +0. That is GMT +0. So you can change in your time zone so that you can know when each session begins in your time zone. So like you can see here, this is a typical one trading day, that is 24 hours, and the market, the sessions overlaps each other. So once the day is over, we begin again from the Sydney, Tokyo, London, all the way to New York. So let's look at the characteristics of the Asian session. So the Asian session begins at 21 hours GMT and ends at 8 a.m. GMT. So the primary financial centers in this session, we have the Tokyo, we have the Sydney, the Hong Kong, and the Singapore. So the best traded currency in these sessions includes currency that are paired with JPY, AUD, and NZD. JPY is the Japanese yen. It's the Japanese yen. AUD is the Australian dollar. NZD is the New Zealand dollar. So all these are found in the Asian continent, and it means when the Asian session is in play, then these pairs or these currencies are volatile. So you can trade maybe pairs like GBP, JPY. You can trade pair like GBP, AUD, GBP, NZD. Anything that is paired with JPY, AUD, or NZD becomes the best pair to trade at this particular session. So market activity during these sessions can be relatively subdued with lower volatility compared to other sessions. So again, you find that in this session, we tend to have some form of consolidation, and especially the dollar tends to consolidate a lot in this session. So it's not quite volatile, and most of the traders try to avoid this session, again, because of the aspect of wide spreads. So the importance of the Asian session is that it sets the tone for the trading day, as it encompasses the activities of major Asian economies. So you find that in the Asian session, there are some traders who always look at the Asian range, how it plays out in order to be able to determine how the day gonna unfold. Traders often observe these sessions for potential trends and development that might influence the London and New York session. So everything begins to unfold in the Asian session. Okay, so how the Asian session plays out determines or gives traders a clue of what to expect in the London session, and probably also in the New York session. While overall volatility may be lower, specific events like economic releases from Japan, Australia, or New Zealand can lead to notable price movement. So if you go to the Forex Factory, you'll find that during the Asian session, this is when we have these economic events from the Asian continent, from Japan, from Australia, and New Zealand, which at that particular time, the market can experience some form of volatility, increased volatility due to the economic releases. Then comes in the London session. That is after the New York session, we have the London session. And the London session starts at 7 a.m. GMT and goes all the way to 16 hours GMT. At the major financial centers in this session, we have the London, we have the Frankfurt, Zurich, and Paris. Our best currencies to trade in this session are those currencies that are paired with the Euro, the GBP, and the CHF. Because you find that these are pairs that are within the entire the Great London session, or geographical area in the London. So we have Euro, we have GBP, and we have CHF. So any currency pair that is paired with the Euro, let's say maybe Euro USD, any currency paired with GBP, let's say maybe GBP USD, and any currencies paired with CHF, let's say USD CHF, or any other currency, as long as it's paired with the Euro, GBP, and CHF, it becomes best to trade in this session, because these currencies are active during this London session. So the overlaps with the end of Asian session is what leads to increased liquidity. So like I said, during those times of overlap, that is where traders want to look for trading opportunities. So because one session is closing or is about to close, and another session is about to begin in, so you find that during that particular time, there are traders who are taking profit, and there are other traders who are loading positions. The importance of the London session is that it is the world's largest Forex trading center. The session's opening coincides with the start of the workday for the European financial institution. A high liquidity and trading volume during this session often results in tighter spreads, making it favorable for traders. And many economic indicators and reports from the Eurozone and the UK are released during this session, contributing to increased market volatility. So you tend to find that this session, most of the traders love trading in the London session. Number one, it's because of reduced, or what we call tight spreads. So it becomes, the cost of doing business becomes cheap because of tight spreads. And also the fact that it coincides with the working day of the European financial opening hours of the European financial institutions, then it means that there is a lot of business coming in, there is a lot of transaction being conducted, and therefore it becomes very, very much favorable to traders. Then we have the New York session, and the characteristics of the New York session is that it starts at 12 GMT and ends at 21 GMT. The major financial centers here include the New York and Toronto. So the best tradable currencies include the USD and the Canadian dollar. So right now, you know why any economic releases in the USD always affect the CAD, or why the Canadian economic releases somehow affects the USD. So these sessions, they overlap. The overlaps with the end of London session creates a period of heightened activity. Like I said, during these overlaps is the best time to get very nice tradable positions that you can be able to take advantage of, because there are traders who are taking profits and there are traders who are looking for entry positions. So the importance of the New York session, it is crucial due to the influence of the United States, which has the world's largest economy. So you know the United States is a developed economy, so it influences a lot. And the reason why the USD actually is the most tradable or the most traded currency. So the other importance is that the economic data releases, corporate announcement, and news from the US can lead to significant movement. So during this session, we have the economic data releases for the US, also for the Canada, for Canada. So this gives significant movements due to increased volatility. The overlap with the London session results in substantial liquidity and is often considered the most volatile period of the trading day. Okay, so this is considered the most volatile period of the trading day when the New York session and the London session overlaps. Now I want us to look at the aspect of time. So this is January 10th, 2024. The pair is Euro USD. So you can see the Asian session. Like I said, most of the time it tends to range. Most of the time it tends to range in this particular manner. You can see when the day began here. So this is one particular day. From this horizontal dotted line to this horizontal line marks one complete day or 24 hours of trading. And within this day, we have the three trading session. So it begins with the Asian session, as you can see in this particular. Here it is labeled the Asian session, and during the Asian session, all you can see is some form of consolidation. Okay, it's some form of consolidation. Then the London session kicks in, and during the London session, you can see some form of volatility. You can see the price now starts to get direction. Then the price retraces, and the New York session begins. So here is the overlap of the London and the New York session. So again, there's some form of volatility. The price pushes up and it closes at that particular time of the day. So what I want you to look at is the vertical, the vertical, the horizontal line I have drawn here. This horizontal line I have drawn here. This marks the opening price or the opening of that particular of the particular day, the January 10th, where the price opened at in that particular day. So the reason why I've marked that is because so that you can see, I want you to actually go study. You want to mark where the price opened, and then you want to mark these sessions. You want to see where you have these sessions, and then you study that particular time that you see the price gives you some nice entries, because this is a very nice buy entry at this particular level. Okay, these two is a very nice buy entry at this particular level. So you can see with this noting the opening price, it will always tend to give you the direction, or it will tend to give you a clue on how you're anticipating the market to play out. Again, with the Asian session, with this consolidation, once it breaks out, you can see it broke out from the Asian range, and then the market came back all the way to close almost to the opening price of the day, and then the market pushed up. So let's probably even look at the previous day, which was January 10th. And we see how this concept can be very significant. So this is the Euro USD. So this is the 9th of January. Whatever you have studied is the 10th of January. So from the 9th of January, when you come here, you want to look at where the price opened. This horizontal vertical line, I mean the dotted vertical line, shows where the market opened at, where that day began, and this shows where the day closed at. So you want to mark, this is where the price opened at. So you want to mark that particular level. So this was the opening price of the day. So the market opened up and pushed up to create this Asian high. Then it pushed down again to create this Asian range, this Asian low. So from the high to the low, you can see there was what we call the breakout. Okay, you can see the breakout, and the breakout happened during the London session. But you can see again the market came back always, and it's kind of respecting the daily opening price. So it came to this level where the price opened for the day. Then it pushed downwards. That is during the London session. Then again during the Asian session, the New York session, it came again all the way to the opening price of the day and continued to push lower. And then it retraced back and to close at this particular point. So the key point you can see at this particular level, this can give you a very nice entry for buy, for sell, because this was a selling day. The directional buyers or sell. Again, at this point, you could have gotten a nice opportunity to sell the market. At this point, again, you could have gotten a very nice opportunity to sell the market. And also at this point, you could have gotten a nice opportunity to sell the market. So I want you to go to your chart, try to study them in this particular manner. See at what particular time or what time range gives you entries. And then you can always use that concept. That is, after you have back tested and it's able to work for you, you can be able to use that concept, and it will help you in terms of improving your trading. So basically, that's how the trading sessions are very important. Number one, they will help you in terms of knowing which currency pair to trade. Number two, they will help you in terms of knowing which time that you'll be able to execute your entries, or which time you'll be looking for your entries, depending on a particular session. So for more details about that, just go and backtest, put in some effort, see how it works out, and I believe out of this, you'll be able to fine-tune your trading strategy, and it will be very beneficial for you. So that being said, and I believe you found value in this tutorial, so ensure to share with your colleagues, ensure to comment, ask any questions that you have in the comment section, and I'll be there to help you. I'll be there to answer all your questions and all your clarifications. Thank you, and until then, stay safe.